And we're back. Today I'm going to show you how you can easily grow your own sweet, delicious blueberries right at home in 3 simple steps. There's a lot of information out there on growing blueberries that becomes very complicated and scientific. However, it's not that difficult. Today I'm going to show you my secret on how you can easily do this at your own home. Let's get started. Okay, step 1, we're going to pick the variety of blueberries that are going to work best in your particular growing zone. I live in growing zone 9, and varieties like Sharp Blue, Misty, O'Neill, they all seem to do very well in my area. These plants that you see in front of you are called high bush, and that means that they grow exactly like their name implies. They get to be about 6 to 8 feet tall. In contrast, this is a low bush variety here that gets to be about a foot or 2 tall. I found that growing several different varieties of blueberries near each other gets maximum production off of each of your plants as far as fruit production is concerned. As far as picking out which variety works best for you in your area, work with the local nursery or simply do a little research online and just answer the questions that always need to be answered. What are my chill hours, and what kind of temperature conditions will this plant succeed in? Once you've answered those questions and selected your variety, we've got step 1 solved, and now it's on to step 2. Okay, now let's talk about the number 1 problem that you'll hear about with growing blueberries, and that is the soil acidity requirement that they have. Blueberries require a high acidic soil to successfully grow, so they're not that kind of plant you can just bring home, stick in the ground anywhere, and expect good results from. One approach to that would be buying different pH testers and having soil test kits and things sent into your local county extension. You could do all of that if you want to take the hard approach to this, or you can simply buy a pre-made acid potting mix like you see here that will allow you to plant these things in a container, and presto, you've solved all of your blueberry growing and fruit production problems in this simple step. Okay, now let's assemble all of this that we just talked about and get our blueberry planted. Blueberries do not like wet feet. We need to make sure that our potting soil and our container has adequate drainage to allow that water to get out and away from the roots of this plant like it likes. So today I'm going to use a 1/2-inch drill bit and drill multiple drainage holes in this container, and that will ensure proper drainage. Got our drainage holes drilled, and now we're going to take our special acid potting mix, put it in the tub, and then we'll plant our blueberry. Okay, our potting mix has quite a bit of moisture in it right out of the bag, but I'm going to go ahead and saturate the soil up a little bit more before we start putting in our blueberry plant. Okay, like any plant that you pull out of a nursery container, make sure that the roots aren't too bound up from being in the pot by teasing them a little bit and just roughing this up. Now we're going to check our depth. I'm going to bring that up just a little bit more. We've got plenty of soil between the bottom of the pot and the bottom of the plant, so we're no danger there. And that looks pretty good right there to me. Now we're going to pack this in around, and now I'm just going to simply water it in to remove any air pockets and make sure the soil is nice and compact around the roots. Okay, I applied just a light application of a acid-loving type fertilizer onto this blueberry plant. You don't want to over-fertilize blueberries, and while we're on that topic, that's the way that I fertilize my mature blueberry plants throughout the year. Rather than doing 1 or 2 or even 3 heavy applications, I spread that out with lighter applications more often throughout the year, and they really like it. Blueberries do not like high nitrogen, so stay away from any fertilizers that are high in nitrogen. Find something specific to acid-loving plants. Okay, I've just applied some bark type mulch on top of our potting mix. It's about 2 inches thick, maybe a little bit more would be good. And we live in an area where we get triple digit temperatures in the summertime. This is going to make a happy blueberry plant during that season, and it will help retain some of the moisture in the soil. We talked a little bit about the soil pH requirements for blueberries earlier. However, we didn't talk about the range that they like. Some estimates have gone down as low as 4. Typically, I see 4.5 to 5.5 as being the acceptable range for these things. And I'm just going to simply take this pH meter, we'll stick it in our soil here, and we'll wait a few minutes. You can see the needle slowly climbing. We're just slightly proud of 5 on the scale, and that's going to allow this blueberry to grow well and have good fruit production for us in the future. So does growing your own blueberries have any practical application through the lens of emergency preparedness? I say absolutely yes. Anytime that you are working at your own home to grow food, fruits, vegetables, and other things that you and your family can eat, you are supplementing and improving your overall sustainability over a long-term situation. It's also fun and it's enjoyable to eat during normal times as well. Just some of the things that you can do with just a few blueberry bushes at your home is make fresh jams and preserves. We really enjoyed having fresh blueberry and blackberry jam in our pantry during the beginning of the cluster of 2020. Those PBJs tasted pretty good. Additionally, you can seal and freeze or dehydrate your fresh blueberries that you grow for a longer term food storage option. Oats are a very popular food product to be stored in prepper pantries. Wouldn't it be nice to have some fresh blueberries to go along with that plain old oatmeal? How about some blueberries to throw into your shakes or protein smoothies that you're making out of that protein powder that you've had stored in your pantry? Additionally, these simple fruits can be added to all kinds of baked goods, including pies, cobblers, muffins. The list goes on, and everybody's favorite is a good blueberry muffin. Fresh blueberries would be invaluable to you and your family during an SHTF situation by way of providing you with antioxidants and other necessary vitamins and minerals that you'll be needing, especially when you're relying on basic food stores. Last but certainly not least, fresh blueberries taste delicious. Kids love them. They're a welcome addition to any refrigerator or pantry at home. They're sweet and delicious. Grow you some blueberries. Hey, thanks for watching today's video. You know, growing fresh fruits, vegetables, and other types of things in your backyard that you can eat is a fun exercise, and it gives you and your family something that you can do and share together. I believe that these types of things are very important for us all to be learning how to do now before you're in a situation where you're trying to pick up these skills when maybe the clock's run out. Hit the like and subscribe button down below if you appreciate the content that we put out for you in today's video. And as always, remember, get ready so that you and your family can succeed and thrive.